Chiefs, Canes. Well, this is a fun game. Sounds sarcastic, but it wasn't that sarcastic. Felt like we had a bit of a Northern Hemisphere touch to the Super Rugby with this one. I missed the first 13 minutes because I was asleep. Apologies, it's early over here in the UK. Had a busy week, so I lay in for another 10 minutes. So apologies for that, but I did tune in just after the first try by the Chiefs. Some thoughts, some notes from my big boy notebook. Mackenzie. He's making the choice at fly half for the All Blacks, I think, very difficult. You've got three great choices. You've got Barrett, Bowden Barrett, who could obviously play in another position in the back line. You've got Richie Mwanga, not sure he could play anything other than fly half, and Damien McKenzie, who I feel the same way about. Yeah, he's great. He's really, really good. I felt like from when I watched from the 13-minute mark, the Canes were purely on the back foot. The Chiefs have been very aggressive, cooking into the corner. And this is just before it absolutely poured down instead of being a trickle. And they ended up scoring off that opportunity that they put down in the corner. In reality, I think the difference between these two teams is that after that rain, where the ball was just unbelievably difficult to handle for obvious reasons, the Chiefs just had a better pack. The line out worked a lot better. The Canes apparently were down to their third string hooker, which would explain why they missed so many lineouts. And also the scrum was dominant for the Chiefs. And it's a really nice feeling when the conditions are that bad, when your backs can't shine, that you can just lean on a pack to arm wrestle your way through a game. And I think that's ultimately what happened with the Chiefs. I think the Canes 11 is a wonderful runner of the ball. Didn't pick up his name. I don't have too many other thoughts than that, because I don't think there was much more analysis other than just watching the arm wrestle. When the weather conditions are like that, and we saw this, it's going to turn into a Northern Hemisphere game where we're going to have kick back and forth in terms of tennis between the two teams, because it's not necessarily just kicking for territory, but when the conditions are like that, every time you kick into the opposition, you get much better odds of just managing to roll the dice and have the opposition knock the ball on. Chiefs ended up winning that because what happens if you knock it on or if you go into touch? The forwards have to come in with a tight and do something like a line-out or a scrum, and they were dominant in that regard. And then at about the 55-minute mark, my channel on Sky Sports, even though I stayed on the same channel, randomly changed to Aussie women versus Fiji women's rugby, which was fun. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't really watch the rest of the game. But honestly, I don't think there's much more to say about it. The Canes, I think, were playing a lot of substitutes. Chiefs have already lost one game all year, so it kind of went the way we thought it was going to go. Really looking forward to see how the Chiefs do this year. I mean, can they ultimately beat the Crusaders in the end, when it comes down to playoff time? Should be exciting stuff. Anyways, catch you next time.